Okay, YouTube, we gotta talk about this tank a little bit. The Soviet Troll, aka the Nipple Tank, aka Object 752. Why is it a nipple tank? Well, because it has two nipples on the top of the turret, what you need to hide at all cost all the time, like you are going to see me doing right over here. Boom, inside they go, and there is not much enemy team is actually able to penetrate. But why I want to talk about this tank again today is, you remember, maybe if you saw my first impressions video about this tank, after playing roughly like 10 battles with it, because many of you wanted to see this tank in gameplay action, how it works, how it looks like, and how it plays overall. Right, and if I would have rated it after my first impressions, it would have received, I would say, 5.5 or maximum 6 out of 10. Because I knew the armor is troll, as I said in the video as well. The armor was actually more working than I first expected. Like, this eats, as someone said very nicely, it eats green hits like spaghetti. What I mean by that is, you know, when you aim at the vehicle, you see like full green, that means you have enough penetration to go through it. But because it has such a troll weird armor layout, it is going to eat those shots. It is simply going to absorb those shots. Those go into the black hole, or, you know, call it how you want. And also in that video I said that the gun is very troll, which it still is, which it still can be, but... You know, when it comes to tank reviews, I always try to be honest. Like, I'm honest. Like, when I don't like something, I say I do not like it. When I like something, I do say I like it. And with this vehicle, it is, at first, it honestly didn't leave such a big of an impression for me. Like, I found so many other tanks from the tech tree even, or other premium tanks, other reward vehicles, tier 9 heavy tanks, which I would play before this tank. But... with the Object 752, I don't know why, but the more I play with it, the more I start liking it. And I think it's the full combination of the things. Like, yes, it has very, very troll armor. And like, for example, like that shot what you just saw into STB. Like, how can you explain this type of a hit from those gun handling stats, right? It seems to have the same effect as on the 703-2, which has very bad basic or standard gun handling stats, but you know, it just works. It simply works. It is the Soviet BIOS. I guess we have to use it over here, because when we talk about the Object 752, this tank right over here, it has 3.26 second base aim time, it has 0.40 dispersion, it has 0. Like accuracy, you know, the main accuracy stats, and the hidden dispersion factors are 0.24 for moving and tank traverse accuracy, and 0.11 on turret traverse accuracy. Nothing over here screams that it is very good. Actually, nothing over here screams it is very good, but when I play with it, it freaking works. Now, it is, yes, it is definitely not the best sniper. You should not use this tank as a sniper. It is more of a frontline-ish tank, but when you play with it, I would also say you have to be a little bit more... knowledgeable, like not an expert in the game, but not a complete novice as well, or not a complete newbie in the game. And I'm not meaning this in a negative way, because World of Tanks is very easy game to get into, as I've said many times, but very hard game to master. You just need to know when you can be more forward, when you can push in without getting slapped, when you know that you have actually some support as well, because this is an autoloader, you have 30-second reload time, and there are many tanks in the enemy team, usually in tier 9 battles, even when you're facing tier 8s or tier 10s, tier 9s, other tier 9s, that can do a lot of dirty things during that 30-second reload to you. So you have to be aware of your surroundings, for example, when you are playing with this vehicle. But you know, mainly when I get myself into a close to medium range fights, this tank seems to be doing so freaking good. I think right now my armor efficiency overall in this vehicle is around 1.4, which means I am bouncing 1.4 times my hit points. So you can time the 1790 hit points this tank has in this battle, for example, with extra 2000. hit points, basically. This is how much it can bounce on average right now. Of course, you know, if I play 100 battles, 150 battles, it is going to be, or it is going to give me a little bit better sample size, and when it comes to the armor as well. But versus many calibers and many ammunition types, this armor is just working. Like versus that Skoda T50, for example. Yes, Skoda was able to penetrate one shot into me with heat even, but after that, no penetration. Only one shot taken. And over here, I just auto-aimed it because this is where I would have aimed my shot anyway. Right, and in a tier 10 game, 2000 damage bounce, 4400 damage done. I think I fired one clip of premium rounds over here, because here is exactly what I said in my first impressions video as well, that it is made to fire premium APCR rounds, because the difference between standard AP round and premium APCR is actually very drastic. The standard AP comes with a 240 pen, 860 shell velocity. So whenever it needs to take shots like from medium to long range, it has that, you know, actually quite a significant curve to this shot, which makes your gun like indirectly more inaccurate, let's put it that way, right? While the APCR gives you 70 extra penetration from 240 up to 310, and your shell velocity gets boosted by over 300 as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? Now, from 862 up to, what is that, let's see, 1176. So you can see the difference. You have a lot more penetration, you have a lot better shell velocity, and more consistent hits where you actually aim it, and penetration as well. And also it softens the RNG curve, which means, you know, even if you miss your weak spot, you have enough penetration to go through it anyway many times. Not, you know, when sniping at the commander hatches or very tiny weak spots or something like that. But yeah, you know, it's like, it's a weird one. In close range, usually, most often, I simply use AP rounds, because I like the AP rounds most, actually. Overall, in this game, I like AP rounds over APCR and heat rounds, and it makes some serious credits as well. For example, like in this tier 10 battle for 4850 damage, close to 300,000 credits profit made with the Holiday Ops bonus, with the personal booster, the 50% credit booster, with the clan booster. This battle payment, what you see over here, is the clan booster actually, and of course the 65,000 from the missions as well. So without that, it was 235,000 profit. But you know, this is what Holiday Ops are all about, to make a lot of credits, to make a lot of use out of the 50% all the time available credit boosters, what this event can offer, up to 50%. If you are free to play, of course, you are not able to get this going day one. So this was the first battle I wanted to feature over here, and the next battle, let me just show you this tank with a full APCR. So as I said, I have two loadouts for this. The first loadout is what you saw, my main loadout is what you saw in the previous battles. But this loadout over here, 27 APCR and 3 high explosive, is for the matchmaking like that, when for my standards, let's say 50% of the enemy tanks are hard or tricky to penetrate with that 240 penetration. And during Holiday Ops, well guys, you're going to see how much credits you can still make when you use ammunition loadout like that. Which is, like, is that the problem, guys, or not? Let me know in the comment section down below. But I would like to show this battle with the live recording action over here. So enjoy that, and we'll talk to you soon. Roll. The first shot went low, as you saw. It didn't hit the hull, so this is how it didn't penetrate. Or slash steal damage. It just hit the hull. How we doing? Coming in with 7 people raid. 7,000 people. Thank you so much. Hey, how you doing? Watch this, okay? You ready? You ready? So we have some tier 10 boys over here, okay? Garage. I should have been just greedy and shoot Type 61. Even though What happened to D4? It was perfect aim, but just unlucky. It went low and bounced off from the edge of the lower blade. Doesn't matter. We did 2 shots of damage. Garage, tier 10 in the garage. Let's go. Go bully bulky. No. Need to go best or higher then, yeah. Yes. Please. So over here I got hit hard by the Jagdpanzer E100. It looked like Jagdpanzer E100 at first was aiming at the other 2 guys who were pushing in, so I really didn't pay a lot of attention to that guy. But you know, Jagdpanzer E100 with 420 hit, well, that thing will simply go through everything like hot knife through butter. So losing basically all my hit points over here. Now I'm 1 shot to every single tank left in the game, besides AMX 1390, I guess. But if 90 high rolls, can it even kill me? Anyway, let's just say I'm 1 shot to every single tank in the game. So now we have to play very carefully. We have to use our clip damage over here, clip damage potential. And hopefully we're able to surprise the enemies somehow. And guys, well, we are able to do that, so let's play patiently, and when the gun works, well, we can still have a good game out of it, right? And do 40. Why do you slap round body like that? Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Oh my god, that was so good! That was so good! It almost was as good as taking Viagra. Not that I know of, though. I have never taken it, guys. I think the Jagdpanzer E100 is super mad at us right now. We got the full clip into it. We did more damage than he did to us. Where the fuck is it? Oh my god. 3 full clips basically over here. Wait, did he fire all the shots or not? You have 1 more? Now you're empty. Now you're empty, but where is Foish, guys? Where the hell is Foish 155? Huh? Not even 5k though. Are you loading? Ooh, we have a chance to get 6k actually if I... Never mind. We have a chance to get 5k! 5k hype! No! E5, why did you... Ay, indeed. So here we go, being down to 1 shot after... I did, how much damage did I have? 1.7 thousand, 1.8 thousand, around that. To finish with close to 5,000, it is a pretty nice comeback. And this is what this tank can do. You only need couple clips of damage in the game to have a solid, decent 3500, 4000 damage game. And this battle was prime example of that. Ace tanker, close to 5000 damage, some assistance as well, 900, so let's say 5800 combined, around that. And guys, look at that, 201,000 credits profit made. If we eliminate holiday ops, if we eliminate the, what was that, clan boosters, still roughly 100,000 credits profit made with the personal credit booster, what you can use all the time, even without being in a clan. So, full APCR loadout right over here, because we're doing quite some damage to tier 10 tanks. You know, the 277 at first, then E4, then Japan's E100, then WZ55 as well, you know, all that stacks up. But, yeah, the more I have played with this tank, in all honesty, guys, I can say from my original rating, which was, what did I say, 5.5 to 6, yeah, I would increase it up to 7.5 or maybe even 8 in some battles. Now, the gun can still be hella trollies. I have still had some battles where I bounce or miss 75% of my shots. I have had those battles as well. And also, I have had battles where I do not bounce anything. But on average, this tank seems to be working. And this is what I usually am looking from one tank, the consistency. The ability to be somewhat consistent in tier 8 battles, in tier 9 battles, in tier 10 battles, you know, in all kinds of matchmakings, to be able to do at least something. And this tank seems to actually have it. It forgives some mistakes. It has a trolley bouncy armor, which, you know, yes, as I said, sometimes cannot work versus, especially versus bigger calibers and bigger calibers with premium penetration, let's say premium rounds. But in all honesty, it has surprised me the more I play with it. Now, is it or has it surprised me to the level where I recommend everyone to get this tank? Definitely not. It is more, let's say, average player plus type of vehicle, because it has autoloader as well, and you need to know what you are doing a little bit more than the new player in this game. Then I do not recommend this for everyone, but it is not as bad or not as average as I first expected. I just wanted to share this opinion with you as well. And today, when we had, during the live stream, when we had people coming in, asking, what is your favorite tank from the loot boxes? And when I thought really deeply about that, this tank actually stayed in the top. It is just my opinion, just my personal experience with this vehicle. You can have completely different experience with this, and I would love to hear that in the comment section down below. If you have this tank, do you like it? Do you hate it? Would you recommend it for other players now, or maybe down the line in the future when they're going to sell it again and you have a guaranteed chance to get it? Because I do not recommend anyone to gamble for any vehicle ever. Absolutely never ever do that. So let's have a little discussion in the comment section. I thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. I will catch you next time with something else when I announce my giveaway winners as well for the Holiday Ops boxes. And stay beautiful, guys. Have a nice weekend and see you soon.